to do a recent health update and also include a little haul, beauty haul to this video. Right, last time I talked about needing an ultrasound because I found 3 lumps on my neck. So the results have come back and they are not as conclusive that I had thought they would be. So basically my oncologist said that we are going to wait a little bit because I had a PET-CT scan scheduled just a few days after the ultrasound. So basically yesterday I had a PET-CT scan, and so my oncologist said that we are going to wait the PET-CT scan results and see what we're going to do then. So what did the ultrasound show? The ultrasound showed that one of the lumps seems benign, means non-cancerous. One lump seems suspicious, meaning probably cancerous and needs biopsy, and third lump seems maybe suspicious. So basically it looks like at least one of them has cancer. The one that looks benign might look benign because cancer there is so small the ultrasound just can't pick it up yet. Because there is a reason why my lymph nodes are so big, because they are bigger than half inch in diameter, right? So, right, it's because I had PET-CT scan, but PET-CT is going to show the cancer everywhere. So it's going to show also what's going on with those lumps, plus what's going on with the rest of my body. PET-CT, right, so it means actually it's 2 different scans. CT is basically, it's just like X-rays, but X-rays are being taken 360 degrees, like in every angle, and then the computer just basically creates a 3D image, and the doctor can get a good idea what's going on. And PET scan, well, for PET scan you are injected with a radioactive tracer. So I was injected also yesterday, and then you drink like this sugary stuff and basically wait for this radioactive sugary thing going around your body. And what happens is that how to say it, basically your body cells now eat this sugar, right, that radioactive sugar, and normal cells kind of are more slow to do it, while the cancer cells are much higher in mobility and they can do it faster, right? And so the radioactive tracer, I think usually they use fluorodeoxo something, I can't remember, fluorodeoxo, sorry, let me see, I did write some notes somewhere at some point. Glucose, fluorodeoxyglucose, glycose, right? And that material, or that isotope, basically radiates gamma rays, and so basically the radiation of gamma rays is going to be higher where the cancer cells are, and they would show up on images as bright light, because so the detector, basically the tube that they put you inside, collects the gamma rays, detects them, and then just does math, and using the math it turns them into images, basically 3D images. And then there's this right, the oncologist basically sees image of your body, inside of the body, with if there are cancer cells, there would be very bright areas, because in those areas the gamma ray energy is consumed more. Doesn't that make sense? Gamma ray energy is emitted more because the cells consumes isotope more. I think something like that. I don't know. I have that's my idea about it. I'm not an expert. Anyway, the point is that I went maybe too much into details, trying to just make up stuff. Please comment if I said it wrong. I think I said most of it should be about right. But the point is that my oncologist wanted to do PET CT. She already a long time ago, because basically I get scans done every 3 months to just observe how the cancer is progressing or not progressing and what's going on. Right, is the chemo drug still working, or do we need to change the tactics? And unfortunately I feel that the cancer has moved on. There are several reasons why I think that. First of all, I don't feel as good than I used to feel when we knew that the cancer, when the cancer had stopped growing, thanks to the chemo. The last scans basically showed that everything was kind of under control. But now I have like chills, dizziness, sweats, all sorts of issues. And I think they are because of cancer, not because of any drugs I'm taking. More strong indication is of course those lumps that are in my neck. That's suspicious. Most likely they have cancer in them. So at least if one definitely seems to show cancer in it, then right, it's not good. Also, I had a blood test done that showed, basically measured the antigen, tumor antigen. There is basically some antigens that can be measured, and that the presence or how much they are, how many units they are present in your blood indicates cancer presence. They can't really, they're not like absolute indicators or anything, but they can be used to kind of monitor metastatic cancer to see if the cancer is growing or cancer is regressing or stop growing. And now that number is up again, so that kind of indicates that most likely the cancer is growing again. But of course I'm going to learn about it next week. Today is weekend, and I'm going to see the doctor on Thursday, and then we're going to do basically evaluation of the situation. We're going to see what the PET CT showed, and then of course information from the ultrasound to it, my blood test of course, but of course most telling is going to be the PET scan. It's going to show if there's cancer, where the cancer actually is, right? Because there is cancer, but it will be clear how much it has grown, right? Of course, if it hasn't grown or if it has actually gone down, then I would continue taking the chemo. But I get the feeling that it's not the case. So the best that I can hope is that it has grown only in my bones and not moved to any of my vital organs yet, because that would give me longer survival. That's all I'm hoping, that it hasn't moved to vital organs yet. Okay, so let's do little haul. inside. I need to make myself happy every now and then. And I went and did a shopping. So I went to Macy's. I bought this stuff from Macy's. I needed foundation because one of my foundations was empty, and so I went and I decided to get Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is one of the classics. Can it show? Yes, it zooms. So this is one of the classics. Foundation is supposed to be very good. Of course, I got the lightest version they had, and then I got also night serum, night repair, what they call it. It's one of the famous ones from Estee Lauder. It really works. Over the years I have tried it every now and then, and it's very good. And I saw it. And then I got, the third item I got was lipstick. Let me put it on, even though I don't have any makeup on. You can see that the color is pretty good. Okay, let's put the rest of the makeup on quickly, and let's talk a little bit more about stuff, makeup stuff, right? Oh, this is pretty light actually. Maybe I have gotten a little bit of sun, because so my blood has been actually doing very well. I recently had a blood test, and it showed that the hemoglobin is actually holding at 8.8, which is really good. It means that the EPO shots that I had are actually working very well. It means I don't need blood transfusion anytime soon. But one reason I've been worried about that the cancer has moved on in my body is because I have been very out of breath. Oh, wow, this is really light. I look quite light. Wow. Oh. This is way too light. I should have ordered something darker. Wow. I'll put another. Maybe I should actually mix it with something darker. It's the first time I can do that. Right, so I said that I ordered 3 items, but I also got a bunch of stuff for free. Let me show what I got. And then let's get back to my makeup. So I ordered these 3 items, right? These are the things I paid for. And then I got all this stuff for free. So first I got Revitalizing Supreme Global Anti-Aging Cell Power Cream with broad spectrum SPF 15. This is like a full-size lotion or cream basically for face. This is pretty good. And then I got full-size cream for my eyes. It's the same type, right, with Revitalizing Supreme Plus. Then we got Bronze Goddess powder, illuminating powder, gelée. Interesting. I want to try this thing. It's basically powder. Oh, bronzer powder. Let's see. I'm definitely going to use that today and see what it will look like. Then I got Estee Lauder blush, some perfume. Wow. I got mascara, and I got lip gloss, and a small sample of this night serum, and this guy, which I don't even know what the heck that is. It's Global Anti-Aging Wake Up Balm. Who knows what this stuff is? This is something you put on the face. Right, I think, yeah. This looks like it's some sort of cream. Yeah. Wake up, meaning that you would put it on the morning. Okay. Smells okay. Yeah, let's see what we can do with my face. It's just way too light. Let me find some. Going to add a little bit of Lancôme. No, I'm gonna send it back or change it. This is way too light. Wow. But otherwise, it goes on very well, this Estee Lauder double wear makeup. It's just much, yeah, it is much lighter than the lightest light is much lighter than the other lightest light versions. Okay. Because for Lancôme I also ordered the most lightest version, and when I'm putting it on it's actually darker than this Estee Lauder version. Interesting. Now let's do under eye area. It's a must. Today I feel really dizzy. It might be because yesterday, because I was so nervous about the bed CT. Basically I'm quite claustrophobic, and I was worried that the tube is going to be very kind of tubey. It's going to be very tight fit, and so I took Ativan, 2 milligrams of Ativan, but unfortunately 2 milligrams of Ativan is very strong, very strong, and I ended up, after the test, of course I was loopy, but then as soon as I got home after the test I just fall asleep, and that was it for me that day. And I woke up like during lunchtime today, and now I feel kind of dizzy. I wonder if it's because of that Ativan. I try to avoid Ativan, to tell you the truth. It just makes me too dizzy and uncomfortable, like very like loopy. Like my thought process is not very clear when I take Ativan. Makes me sleepy and slow. Right, I really like that lipstick. The color is really good. What is it? It's 210 Impulsive. Yeah, that's what it. Pure Color Envy Lipstick Rouge. Yeah, I think the color is called Impulsive. Not sure why this would be impulsive color. Let's put on some of that bronzer powder thingy. See how it's going to go. Just to set the foundation. I like that it has a mirror. Oh my god. Oh, I should not have had it so much. Look at this. It's like Boron's Goddess. I went in. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. I'm going to get this off. Let me put. So this is very bronzy, as you see. I come very close. Oh. Let's see if I can I'm going to put just regular Laura Mercier foundation powder on top of it. Maybe fix this nonsense. Oh. I look like a bronze statue right now. Oh no. It's good I am not planning to go out today. I'm just going to wear this at home. Okay. Not too bad. Let's try the Estee Lauder's blush. Man, it's so hard to open. I mean, I'm stupid. Okay. Not bad. At first, this color looks kind of brownish and not that good looking. Like, I usually go with more pinkish colors. This is also interesting. You know, to try on. Have a look. Not too much. Not bad. Okay, let's do eyebrows and eyes. I don't feel very good mentally because it's a very strange place to be. I don't have like how to say it. I don't know how to hold on to things. Like, I guess maybe it's because I just did this test and now we're going to, every time I'm going to do these tests every 3 months, it's very nerve-wracking because it will basically tell me how much I have life left, or not much. It doesn't tell me how much I have life left, but it gives me probability, right? It kind of either, if the cancer has moved on a lot, then the probability that I live longer is non-existent, right? So it means like I have left not much time, but then if the cancer hasn't moved yet much, then I have the possibility to live for years. Still, it's still on the table. And so I kind of feel like I don't want to do anything until I know, because I don't know how to think about my life. I don't know how to, like, what to do. You know, like, whenever you do something, you kind of think like in terms of future, how it affects your future, and now I don't know how to think in terms of my future. Like, I can't do anything. Like, for example, I feel like, what's the point of exercising if I'm going to die soon? What's the point of pushing myself, or things like that? But on the other hand, if I have like a longer time left, then of course there is a lot of point exercising, because you're keeping your body healthy and stronger and handle all the medications that the oncologist is going to throw at you better, right? But until I actually know it, I can't do anything. I'm like frozen. It's a very uncomfortable place to be. Don't want to do anything. I just want to know already what are the results, how bad it is, and then kind of move from there. You know, do I need to think in terms of 3 months, 6 months, 10 years? You know, if 10 years is still on the table, then I'm able to actually think that everything is still okay. By that I mean that I can still get a lot of things done within that 10 years, if it's maybe a possibility. Even if it's not even if it's not actually going to be like that, but as long as it's possible, I'm able to pick up projects that can maybe last long time. I don't know. I think I'm going to not put much makeup on my eyelids. Should I put some makeup? I'm just going to put mascara. Recently I feel more effects from chemo also. For example, I haven't had the problem for a long time, but my mouth is getting sores, and my corners of my mouth are broken. Luckily, I have this very good mouthwash that's prescription. They actually call it magical mouthwash because it really is magical. It really fixes things very, very well. So I'm going to go put it on, and then tomorrow I'll probably don't have those sores on my mouth anymore, or openings, or I don't know how you call it, like when the corner of the mouth kind of gets red and painful and kind of like uncomfortable. Okay, so probably need a little bit of earrings, and I'm done. Right, I think today it's enough. I'm not going to put up any more health updates until I get my PET-CT scans. I might put up videos that are about something else, but not specifically my health, because right now I'm on a standstill. I'm just waiting. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. Bye.